Hi, and thank you for watching us here at Tax Talk UK, where we talk about all things tax and help you to navigate the tax system as it applies to you. So today we're going to talk about self-assessment tax returns and if you're expecting a refund, when to expect this. So before I do, if I could please ask, if you're new here and you haven't already, please do take a moment to subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you can easily refer back to this information if you should need to, as well as being able to find other information that we have on a whole host of topics, all aimed at helping you to navigate the tax system. So back on to expecting a refund or a tax rebate after submitting your self-assessment tax return. So we have other videos that talk about the times when you would expect to receive a rebate, a refund of tax that you've already paid within a tax year. And some of the questions have been targeted at how this will arrive and how to check if there's any issue with this. So once you have submitted your self-assessment tax return, your gateway account will update to reflect the fact that you are owed a repayment if this is in fact the case. So on there you can see, for example, if perhaps you had some outstanding liability that repayment's been offset or something similar. But if there is nothing to offset that repayment and it is in fact due back out to you, it will show in your gateway account as an overpayment waiting to come out. Now this should update within a few days of your actual submission of your self-assessment tax return, that you should be able to see that. So if you submitted your tax return a little while ago and that isn't showing, then it either means that it's on its way out to you or there potentially could be some issue. So on your self-assessment tax return, you do have the opportunity to give bank details of where you would like any repayment to be issued. Now, if they are included in the tax return, then ordinarily, as soon as the return is processed, within a few days, that repayment, actual process of that repayment coming out to your bank should start. And at the point that that happens, you will see on your gateway account that it will show that your account is clear. But if you navigate to the account section of your gateway account for self-assessment, it's important that you're looking at the right area. You have the option to be able to see payments that you've made, but also you have the option to see repayments. So if you navigate to that section, that will show you whether the repayment is pending. So once it is pending, it would normally sort of hold there, ordinarily just maybe for up to a few days before the payment is released. Now, in some instances, HMRC may hold a payment for further checks. That may be something to do specifically with the taxpayer with other liabilities outstanding, or simply just a security check to make sure that that payment's going to the right place. So if this happens, then it will show in the repayment section as pending for a little while this process happens. Now, HMRC advised that any repayment that's due should be received within 30 days. And this is to allow time that if there is any security checks or any checks that are required on that, to give them time to process that. Now, if after 30 days that is still showing as pending, then it's possible that there is a problem and you should contact HMRC. Now, sometimes when you log into your account and you can see the repayment still there, if that stays there for more than a few days after you've submitted your return, then potentially the system has sort of failed at picking up from your tax return that there's a repayment and that they have the details where to send to. You will see that you have a button there to request repayment, and that doesn't allow you to put in almost like a manual request. So you can submit that request. That won't cause any problems if it won't sort of cause any problems or delays from the fact that you put it on your tax return. It does seem sometimes that does kind of clear the system, as it were, and get the repayment on its way to you. But sometimes still nothing happens. I would suggest that if you have submitted it on your tax return, the details for the repayment, and you have tried requesting repayment through the gateway account a couple of times, then there's a chance of some sort of flag on the account that you will need to contact HMRC for them to just clear. Now, again, it's nothing to be worried about. It doesn't mean there's some reason why HMRC haven't sent you this. There's a whole variety of reasons or even just blips in the system why this can happen. So it's just to really to make you aware that if you've submitted on your tax return, it should come through automatically. If nothing seems to be happening after a little while, then do try a manual request repayment. Potentially, if nothing's happened a week later, you could try that again. But the chances are you will not be able to resolve that without actually contacting HMRC to sort of set that on its way and to actually have a look at your account their end. So hopefully this helps to explain the sort of process and what to do if that doesn't happen ordinarily. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. Thank you. Goodbye.